Happy Friday. I have got 25 weeks to 40 years old, and I have been doing something every week for the last 40 weeks. Well, for the last however many weeks, we've got 25 left for me to be 40. And what is my point? Why am I here? What am I doing? So I started a TikTok account, this TikTok account, and because my friend said, we're going to do digital marketing, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and then I started doing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, why would anybody want to do that? Anyway, long story short, I had to do content, and I had to do this, and I had to do that in December. So I started in June last year. And then my husband said to me in December, June to December, I'm like, I listen a lot, pay attention and whatnot. And my husband said to me, but why don't you just speak to people with fibro-MY-algia? Because you started the digital marketing so that you didn't have to get a job, so that you could do this, this, this. And I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, long story short, in December, so if you look at my content before December, I'm not speaking to people with fibro-MY-algia. So then I'm like, I need to find my tribe. I can speak to people with fibro-MY-algia because they understand it, because they get it, because they're going to speak my language. I wear my earrings, so I'm fine. I found my tribe. But then I didn't feel authentic because people with fibro-MY-algia, I do not want to be sold on anything. So I'm not going to now start speaking about digital marketing and digital program, because I actually didn't understand it. So what I did do is I started to understand me and learn what I want. So my content is like all over the place. People are like, what are you talking about? And then I go in and I got like 2,000 people following me, and I go in and I cull. I take off people. Remove. Why? Because they don't have fibro-MY-algia, because they don't know what I'm speaking about. And then I get these stupid comments because why? Fibro-MY-algia, you can't see I've got it, but you don't look sick. No, it's the same as idiots. But you don't look stupid. Yet here we are. Okay, so if you have stuck around for this long, welcome. My name is Robin with a Y, not an I, because why? Because I'm here for such a time as this. So I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in June 2023. I was working. I had a job. I was a personal assistant, and I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I actually wasn't sick. I was fine because, I'm fine. I look fine. I was fine. And my husband said to me, he came home and he said, I've booked a doctor's appointment. There's a doctor in Margate. He's just a normal GP. You're going to go to him. I'm like, but I'm fine. Why must I go to the doctor? He's like, no, actually, you're complaining every single day, all the time, for all of this time. Just go sit with him and you tell him everything that you tell me every day. So I went and I sat with him and I started telling him some stuff. And then he asked me a series of questions to which I could tick every single block. The only one he skipped out was my prostate. I'm like, mine's fine. My prostate is fine. Yes. Anyway, so long story short, I'm now working. I have to resign. I don't have to resign. My husband and I had a conversation, and he's like, okay, so, driving to work, I was in complete anxiety every single day. I had the best boss. I had the best job. If you look at the salaries in the area, I ticked every single block. Like, I had more than enough. I was blessed beyond my wildest dreams. But I was completely in overwhelm and anxiety because I had this thing called brain fog, which I didn't understand, and it's called fibro fog. And what happens is when you've got fibromyalgia, you have got something called insomnia. So you don't sleep. When you don't sleep, you go crazy. When you don't sleep for many days, you go crazier. You then try this tablet and that tablet and these meds and those meds, which make you feel like you're just in this fog. Like literally walking in the forest. Fog. Just imagine fog. That's where you are. You cannot tell the wood from the trees because it is just, it's real. So you wear your earrings, you show up. And I remember going to my boss one day before I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And I said to him, we just cannot get a break. It feels like I am in a washing machine on spin cycle all the time. And he said, no. You're not understanding the difference between seasons and cycles. I must move this because TikTok's going to say I'm trying to sell stuff. Seasons and cycles. Sorry. So now, fast forward, I'm now sitting with my fibromyalgia because my husband says I can be a stay-at-home mom. Oh, what a blessing. I get to stay at home all day long with a 5 and a 7-year-old. They are now 6 and 9. So yes. I wear my earrings, I say I'm fine, I show up at school, show up in the parking lot, people that nobody would ever say that there's anything wrong with me. Put my earrings in, I'm fine. Put my makeup on, put my lip gloss, and I carry on. But when I have a flare up and I have to cancel and I have to cancel and I have to cancel, and then I think to myself, do you know what? I look like such an idiot. Let me just tell 1 or 2 people that I've got this thing. Have you tried? 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 Yes, I have. I've tried every fucking thing. I've tried it. I've tried it. I've tried it. I've tried it. And you know what? If you've got fibromyalgia, you are in so much pain and you feel so shitty, you will literally try anything. So anybody will try and sell you anything. And the pharmaceuticals absolutely love this diagnosis because it's fibro-my is right in the middle because no two of us are the same. So this might work for you, but it might not. Fibro-MY-algia. So what have I done? I cannot take pharmaceuticals. I had vaginismus for the first half of my life. I couldn't even use a tampon. I then met my boyfriend, my husband. I stalked him. I knew that I was going to marry him. When I was 13, I showed my grand a photo. I said, I'm going to grow my hair long and I'm going to take this boy to my matric dance. And she said, your hair is going to look lovely. Anyway, my husband and I have been married for 15 years on the 29th of May. And it's Ascension Day on the 29th of May. So, anyway, I got the boy. Anyway, so, you see, the squirrels. You got fibromyalgia. You follow all these things at the same time. It's like a never-ending, like, fun. Okay, so, what was I saying? Try this, try that, whatever. So, I had vaginismus. Okay, so vaginismus, you can research it, you can Google it. You might have this and you don't even know that you've got it. So you can't use tampons. You know where tampons go? Yes, the same place other things go. Yes, babies were not easy. I have 2 boys, they are miracles. I was drunk. I used to drink a lot so that I could have babies. Yeah, it's a long story. It's a long journey, but that is one of the things. So I have vaginismus. You know, it's so nice when you get labels, all these labels. So I have vaginismus. So I didn't tell anybody, obviously, because, you know, that's not really dinner conversation. So how's it going? Have you tried these vitamins to get pregnant? I'm like, well, the vitamins are not the problem. It's, you know, yeah, that's just not going to come up. So anyway, maybe this was all preparation for fibromyalgia. So suffer in silence. It's actually a lot less painful. Suffering in silence is a lot less painful because everybody has got a solution. Have you tried? Yes. Do you drink enough water? Yes, actually. You know, they're like waves that keep on coming. Water, so much water, so much water. Does it get me anywhere? No, yes. So this is a get ready with me because I want you to get to know that I'm just a normal person with fibromyalgia. Yes, I look fine. I show up. But I want to help other people with fibromyalgia to frame their future so that you can get to the roots of the problem. I have been on this journey with a friend, and she has done the 12 steps with the 12 steps, the traditional 12 steps. And she's like, oh, you stuck on, this was when we first started in June last year. Step 4, you stuck on step 4. So I do this whole inventory and I do this whole thing. No, everybody needs the 12 steps. Every single person needs the 12 steps for recovery. Fibromyalgia is nerve pain. There's something going on in the roots. In the roots, we all need inner healing. When your mom found out she was pregnant, how did she feel? Bam. That's your root. When your mom told your dad, you hear because there were 2 people at a certain time, I would imagine. Yes, okay. When your mom told your dad that you were pregnant. No. When your mom told your dad that she was pregnant, how did he react? Bam. That's a root. How did he react? How did he respond? Bam. That's a root. And that root, if it was excitement and all of those things, mine was rejection. So I have this root of rejection. Yes, you can go for all the counseling. You can go for all of the things. I have vaginismus. The sexologist told me that it could be caused from horse riding, or it could be caused by trauma when you're a child. Trauma. Roots. You need to get to the roots so you can figure it out. Everything has got a side effect. So I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. They give me all these medications. Guess what? The side effect is it kills your sex drive. Guess what? I have vaginismus. Happy wife, happy life. No. Husband needs something. Yes. And if he's not going to get it from you, I promise you now, Satan will move in and there will be other things. I've been married for 15 years. So, yes. I'm just a normal person. I'm here to bring awareness and to help and bring hope to anybody that just needs it today. Follow me, join my journey. My name is Robin with a Y, and I'm here to say there's hope. Where there's pain, there's purpose. I don't know how it looks, but let's go.